स्पेशल दिन है आज का, बर्थडे है प्यारे मौला का। डियर शाह करीम, प्यारे मौला करीम, क्या कहूँ तुझे, क्या मैं दूँ तेरे लिए, क्या करूँ। कपकेक्स बनाऊं, इतनी सारी कैंडल्स लाऊं मैं, उड़कर तेरे पास आऊं मैं, हैप्पी बर्थडे गाऊं मैं। कपकेक्स बनाऊं, इतनी सारी कैंडल्स लाऊं मैं, उड़कर तेरे पास आऊं मैं, हैप्पी बर्थडे गाऊं मैं। हैप्पी बर्थडे मौला, जन्मदिन मुबारक मौला, हमारे लिए जो किया मौला तेरा बहुत शुक्रिया। का नजराना पेश करेंगे, दिल की दुनिया में गरीबी मिटाएंगे, दिल में बिठा कर दिल से दुआ करेंगे कि तुम जुग जुग जियो, खुशी से जियो, तुम्हें मेरी उम्र लग जाए। तुम जुग जुग जियो, खुशी से जियो, तुम्हें मेरी उम्र लग जाए। मौला थैंक यू, merci beaucoup, मौला शुक्रन, मौला तशक्कुर, asante sana, तमारो आभार, हे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। तुम जुग जुग जियो, खुशी से जियो, तुम्हें मेरी उम्र लग जाए। इतनी सारी कैंडल्स लाऊं मैं, उड़कर तेरे पास आऊं मैं, हैप्पी बर्थडे गाऊं मैं। कपकेक्स बनाऊं, इतनी सारी कैंडल्स लाऊं मैं, उड़कर तेरे पास आऊं मैं, हैप्पी बर्थडे गाऊं मैं। हैप्पी बर्थडे मौला, जन्मदिन मुबारक मौला, हमारे लिए जो किया मौला तेरा बहुत शुक्रिया है। मौला तेरा बहुत शुक्रिया है, मौला तेरा बहुत शुक्रिया। हर दिन सोचे हम शुक्रिया कैसे करें, हर पल सोचे हम शुक्रिया कैसे कहें। या मौला शाह करीम हमारे मौला, कैसे करेंगे हम तेरा शुक्रिया। शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला, शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला। हर पल हमें याद किया, हर पल हमें प्यार दिया, सुख दुख में साथ दिया मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। हर पल हमें याद किया, हर पल हमें प्यार दिया, सुख दुख में साथ दिया मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। या मौला शाह करीम हमारे मौला, कैसे करेंगे हम तेरा शुक्रिया। शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला, शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला। सहारा दिया जो मांगा सब दिया, हमको दीदार दिया मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। हर पल सहारा दिया जो मांगा सब दिया, हमको दीदार दिया मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। या मौला शाह करीम हमारे मौला, कैसे करेंगे हम तेरा शुक्रिया। शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला, शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया। हर दिन सोचे हम शुक्रिया कैसे करें, हर पल सोचे हम शुक्रिया कैसे कहें। या मौला शाह करीम हमारे मौला, कैसे करेंगे हम तेरा शुक्रिया। शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला, 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 शुक्रिया मौला, शुक्रिया हमारे मौला।
You can't expect your team to manage work with this. With Monday.com's flexible management system, how?
Here is the hottest show in town. You are tuned into Coffee with Jalal.
Salam, जी सलाम नमस्ते वन सर जी सलाम नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल मैं आपको होस्ट जलाल आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर। आप सब देख रहे हैं कॉफी विद जलाल ऑन पंजाबी नेशनल टीवी एंड वी आर लाइव ऑन फेसबुक एंड यूट्यूब एज वेल। थैंक यू सो मच जो है एवरीवन फॉर द जॉइनिंग अस फॉर अ वेरी स्पेशल एडिशन ऑफ कॉफी विद जलाल। आप बोलें कि जलाल से जो स्पेशल एवरी वीक, यस इसलिए कि एवरी वीक आई एम सो एक्साइटेड टू हैव माय special guests and then they share their stories and their music and their journey about the music so with you, so of course it's very excitement for me to listen to their stories और plus आप सब अपना इतना प्यार देते हैं, इतनी मोहब्बत देते हैं, so thank you so much everyone for joining us। अगर आपने शेयर नहीं किया है so please do so। हमारे good friend रिज यादव जी, नर्म जमाल, निशा दिवानी, हुसैन डाम जी, everyone share it including our guests as well, so please do so अगर आपने शेयर नहीं किया है because this is her first time on the show। this is just an amazing artist और आज मुझे अभी पता चला few minutes ago the one I just played the song Shukriya, one of my the favorite, and that's her song I didn't know, honest to God I didn't know until now। I was like wow, and I won't lie to you, I listen this song each and every day in my car, honest to God it just on a repeat this song in my car, and finally I found out just a 5 minutes ago that's her song and I'm so honored already। Oh my God, I can't believe my excitement is just going over the roof। Anyways, so I'm live from Calgary, Canada, and it's about 2:12 in Calgary time, 1:12 in Pacific time, 3:12 in Central Zone, and 4:12 in Eastern time. Our good friend Tapas Das, he's watching all the way from India. It's like 1:42, like in India AM, like I don't know, Sunday early morning. Tabasdar, thank you so much. And our good friend Imran Budwani watching from Pakistan, just like 1:12 AM in Sunday early morning. और जो भी पाकिस्तान से देख रहे हैं, इंडिया से देख रहे हैं, दुनिया के किसी भी कोने से देख रहे हैं, यूके से, I know there are so many people are watching from UK as well. So it's about 9:12 in UK. So thank you so much everyone for joining us. पिछले Sunday we had a future superstar Ismail Youth Artist number 4, and आप सबकी दुआओं से माशाल्लाह it went so well. We got so much great feedback, and I cannot I don't know say something. आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, प्यार मोहब्बत जो मिला है to us and to जो है all our kids और जो participants from basically all over the world. And if you are watching on YouTube, I posted some videos on the YouTube, and then I'll be posting one by one. I posted about 𝗪𝗶𝘁𝗵𝗃. She's from Karachi, Pakistan. Amazing feedback, beautiful song. Then I posted yesterday from Muskan Visram and Sarah Visram from Edmonton, Canada, and their beautiful video getting so much love as well. And they play sitar, on that video. So of course I'll be asking our friend, our special guest as well about them. What does she think about them? But anyways, so thank you so much joining for everyone to be here on Saturday afternoon. Our good friend Karima Kara is watching. Riz Jadavji, love you, bhai. Thank you so much. He's here as well from our Diamond Jubilee group. And there are Anil Premji is here. Anil Premji here as well. Imran Budwani, like I said, he's here as well. As always, thank you so much, everyone. Let me get to my guest. She's waiting backstage. She is looking stunning as always. She's laughing. Zaira Dalwani, Yalimadan, how are you?
𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the introduction.
Yeah, I'm honored, my God.
It's the honor is all mine. This is my first sharing of my musical journey online. So thank you for the opportunity.
Wow. And I was just saying in my intro, this is Shukriya, this is your song?
So
my God.
Yes, the Shukriya album is the album that I had compiled together during Golden Jubilee. Yes.
You know what? Actually, I was in US from 2012 till about 2014.
Okay.
And then when we came back, so I had a CD, all those devotional soul golden songs in it. And honestly, I've been playing every day. Seriously, that CD, it's about 6-7 songs in it. And then this is Shukriya, it's twice. One in the end and then one in the beginning again.
I remember, you're right. Yes.
I won't lie. Because of this lyrics and song, I got so much barakat. I won't lie. Alhamdulillah, Mawla gave me so much. Whenever I play this song, I get something. Either my work or somewhere else. Honest, I'm not lying. It's all because of this song. And thank you so much for doing this song. Amazing, 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 amazing. I don't know words. Seriously.
I think when you're saying that, I think I don't have the words as well. Thank you so much. And I think for me, what I've realized is that whole Shukriya, the Golden Jubilee time,
exactly,
was a blessing. And it feels like the music came through me. I don't feel like I did the music. I think that's how I'm feeling. But shukr.
Yeah. The lyrics is so miracle, mashallah, so good. Because if you're singing or if you're singing or you're listening,
yes,
Mawla gives you something automatically because so powerful lyrics. MashaAllah, Mubarak to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shukr.
All right, let's start our. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation, and it's an honor, like I said. So there are because I always talk about there are so many positivity or positive in in pandemic, and you are one of them for us as a community, as our Smiley community, as outside the community as well. So who is Zahira Dalwani? Seriously.
Zahira Dalwani, where shall I begin? So I'll begin with, because we're talking about the musical journey, I will talk about my musical journey from back home, which is in Mwanza, Tanzania, a small city in the southern tip of Lake Victoria. So I think, what I was thinking about is the fact that what you're doing right now to the youth is creating that platform, right? Creating that platform so that they have that opportunity. I would say that I'm blessed that I had that platform because of my dad. So first of all, the environment that I grew up in, or the mahal that I grew up in, was just filled with music. So when I went to school, I went to a Catholic school. First thing we did, it was an assembly. We recited Christian hymns. Then we went to mission class. In mission class, we learned Ginans. Right, so that was that. And then on weekends, my dad would have his dandiya practices and whatever, so I would hear him play. My mom used to listen to like Gujarati bhajans. She's from Gujarat, India. So I think that whole mahal was already there for me. So I was just absorbing music. Now, I can't really specifically pinpoint when I started playing music, but what my dad remembers was that at the age of around 7, he was playing keyboard, he was practicing, he was specifically playing that song, Zindagi Ek Safar Hai Suhana.
Yes.
Right? So he was playing that, and then for some reason, I just remember walking up to him and just kind of watching him play, right? And the keyboard was here. I was kind of just barely, I could see it over, and I was looking up at him, and I could see his fingers playing. And I was just mesmerized by him playing. I just went up to him. I watched him play, and I think my dad noticed that I was just watching him. And then after he was done, he's like, "So Zahira, do you want to play?" And I was like, yeah, please. And then I just... So he played that again, and what he says is that I played it and I was able to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to absorb what he was playing and pick it up. He corrected me a few times here and there. And when I did that, that's when he realized that, there is something there. She's able to pick things up. Let me continue to play other songs as days go by and see what happens. And that's how I learned music. That's how I learned simply by watching him. Right, so that was the opportunity that I had. Because the other opportunity was that he also used to be playing in the band, like the Dandiya Ras bands, right? So for him, he's like, the Dandiya Ras was in Mwanza. It was outdoor Dandiya Ras, like a huge mil mandap out there.
Yeah.
And then it would start with youth, right? So they played Dandiya for youth, and then the adults. Then he would ask me, Zahira, do you want to play music like actual for the youth? And he had the confidence in me, and I never shied away from the stage. I think for me, that stage fright never was there. So I said, sure. So that's how I started performing on stage. So I would just practice one song at a time. I would learn one dandiya or one ras song, and I would perform. And that was my musical kind of journey from a dandiya ras perspective.
Wow.
And then when I moved to Canada, it continued. I continued to perform with my dad here in Ottawa. And then when I moved to Toronto, still continued in Toronto. And my dad has his band in Ottawa, so we kind of played together in Ottawa. So I think that it's just, it continued there since then.
Yeah, mashallah. So, because I've seen you, because last couple of days, I was kind of stalking your Facebook.
I was trying to stalk you too.
Yeah, because wanted to get ready for this interview.
Absolutely.
And so, of course, we've seen you sing as well, mashallah. You play keyboard as well. We have one of the video which we'll play there, like later on. And you started to do sitar as well. So, and of course, sitar is so, mashallah, it looks so, there is I don't know, for whatever reason.
Itself.
Yeah, exactly. So why sitar?
Great question. I always used to tell my parents, I think I should have been born like in the Mughal-e-Azam kind of era. Like I think I belong in that era. There's something about whenever I heard the sitar or the flute or the classical kind of music, I was naturally just drawn to it. Right? So that's one thing that I know. The other thing is, I had heard a sitar being performed live in Ottawa during the opening of the Ottawa Jamaat-Khana, new Jamaat-Khana. So that's when I first heard it. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, it is a beautiful instrument. So I think I continued to hear it. And then even when I went to restaurants, I would hear sitar and flute. I was like, yeah, I would just be in a different world. And then I think right before COVID hit, I was thinking of starting to learn a new instrument, a stringed instrument, right? So I was contemplating either guitar or sitar.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had already bought a guitar. I had tried playing the guitar, and this was not with a teacher. This was just on my own. It's a beautiful guitar. I have it over there in the corner. It's like blue, very nice looking. I started playing it on my own, watched YouTube videos, and I was like, no, it's way too difficult. So maybe it was, I didn't have the patience, or I didn't have a teacher, but it was just, the way that I saw it was, it's like 5 or 6 different keyboards layered all on top of each other and then shifted around. And then like the C here would be a C here. And I was like, whoa, this is way too complicated. And I thought, okay, maybe sitar isn't that difficult. But at the same time, I was moved by the sitar itself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take, I'm going to take up sitar. So my birthday, right before my birthday came in February, I was doing research in terms of, okay, I know if I want to take sitar, I want a teacher. I'm not going to do it on my own. I just know myself. I need that guidance to kind of be dedicated to it. Mm-hmm. So I did my research across Canada, and just wanted to see what was out there. And then when I did my research, I was looking for a few things in a teacher. One of the things is he's got to be top notch. He's got to be, he has to know he's got to be the best kind of thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I think for me, music is a concept where I connect music with divinity and quite a lot, right? So I think that I wanted to see if the teacher has that as well. Nature played a big role for me, and I think the other thing was the fact that I'm starting at a later age. I'm not starting at a very young age. So what does it mean starting at a later age? Would the teacher be able to teach me or is it focused on the young youth? And the other thing was, it would be great to see if there's a school, like a sitar school kind of thing. So I did my research, and then I came across my sitar teacher right now, who is 𝗭𝗵𝗶𝗿𝗄𝗵. So he is my sitar teacher, and in November, I reached out to him, and he's like, and I just kind of said, yeah, I'm really interested. And he's like, yeah, let's have a chat. We had a chat, and then I didn't do anything. And then I waited until February. So February, on my birthday, I reached out to him, and I said, okay, I'm ready to take sitar lessons. I'm hoping that, you can accept me as your student. And he said, yes, absolutely. And then the week after, so February 15th, we started the sitar classes. And then in March, COVID hit. So in a way, it just the timing worked out kind of well, because throughout COVID, I think this was a blessing, an absolute blessing in disguise for sure.
Yeah, and there are so many of your friends that are watching. I got few messages, private messages from 𝗏𝗵𝗹𝗏 from Calgary.
Yes, hi Rishma. Golden Jubilee, yes, great memories from Golden Jubilee. In fact, she was the one who had given me the call for the opportunity for the 𝗏𝗵𝗹𝗏 concert during Golden Jubilee. So I just absolutely remember, yes.
MashaAllah. Then we have 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 from Calgary,
yes,
and we have Rose, like our 𝗏𝗵 Sahib from Toronto. Untitled Chapter, he's here. He's watching.
𝗏𝗵𝗃𝗃, yes.
Riz Jadavji, Kamra Sahib, Anil Premji, Zora Sohail, Taimur Gilani, Nisha Devani, my sister. And Melissa, like so many people, they know you because they're from Eastern side, and so I feel like I'm the one who doesn't know you. So good to see, and of course, they are artists as well. Zora Sohail, Taimur Gilan, they are artists themselves.
Yes,
they're watching, so that's great. And Sonia, good friend as well. Thank you, Sonia, and our good friend Imran Budwani, all the way from Pakistan, and Tapas Das from India. So many other people are watching as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Wow, great. So, have you been to Calgary?
I have been to Calgary, and in fact, the first time that I went to Calgary was during Golden Jubilee, and that was specifically for a couple of things. One was for the Umeed Hai Didar concert. It was for that. The other one was after that the Golden Jubilee was over. I don't know if you know 𝗪𝗏𝗏 from Calgary. Yes. So 𝗪𝗏𝗏 had organized a concert, and it was called Shukriya Concert. I was totally just overwhelmed because what she had done was she had the CD that I had, the album that I had composed.
Yeah.
She had gathered a few students and a few youth, and they had created a concert called Shukriya Concert with these songs being sung live, including music being played live by the youth. And they invited me over to sing along with them as well. And I think for me that was just an unbelievable experience, because I know that she said that they were so inspired by me, but I think it was totally like it was the other way around. Like I was having goosebumps hearing them, they're reciting and singing, and I think that was the highlight of that Golden Jubilee time for sure.
No, mashallah. So, you've been here for a while, because, time go back to Golden Jubilee. Yes. So I think there are so, other people, they not complain, but they sing as well. So how come we don't see Zahira Dalwani that much? You're kind of, hiding from everyone. Then, of course, then you do your Navroz time, Eid time, you release your song. Everyone, wow, so great. So how come we don't hear or we don't see you that much?
So I think what I realized is that during Golden Jubilee time, I think a lot of it was quite funny, because during Golden Jubilee time, people didn't know me, but they knew the Shukriya album, they knew the Shukriya song, because I had never composed before. I had never done. This was the first time, right? So what people started calling me was, hey, the Shukriya girl, the Shukriya girl. So that's how I was known as. So after Shukriya, I think for me, it was really overwhelming, because thereafter, the blessings just continued, the opportunities to perform just continued throughout Canada. So that continued. But then I think what happened was that I went into bursts. Like when I compose based on my emotions. So when I'm feeling something overwhelmingly, that's when I just compose, and I compose based on the fact that it's something that I know I will listen to it over and over again. If it's something that I listen to it, then I won't post it out. Right? So, and that's how Navroz Mubarak came, the Eid Mubarak, that song came. 𝗏𝗪 Dua. That was an emotional one. I think even when I listen to it, I think even I get kind of choked up in that one. That's the one that I kind of interplayed with one of the hymns that I used to recite back home in Mwanza, and then ending with the zikr, like Ya Rahman Ya Rahim. And that was based on the experience that I had in Jamaat Khana, when an incident happened where quite a few Ismaili members of our Jamaat in Syria had passed away. And in Jamaat Khana, they had started, they actually said the names of all the deceased members. And the names just were following one after the other. And for me, I was like, it seemed like never-ending list. And when I heard that, I think it was so emotional. But after that, I came home, we ate dinner, and mom and dad were like, Zahira, you want to play, do you want to watch our usual shows downstairs? I was like, no, I think it's okay. You guys go ahead. I'm going to go upstairs, and I think I feel like I want to compose something. And that's when I composed 𝗏𝗪 Dua. So I kind of stayed up the whole night, and in the morning it was done, and then I released it.
Mashallah, mashallah. So, I'm going to play one of your video now. So you can have a little kind of 2 minutes break as well. And, Riz Jadavji saying Navroz Mubarak song, the, evergreen song for him. And we have that in our list as well. Riz bhai, don't go anywhere. We'll be playing that song as well. And of course, we'll talk about even Sitar. And because, what I've noticed, since we started the Future Superstar, I've noticed so many of our youth are moving towards classical music, or like a classical instrument, or dancing, or whatever. I think it's great to see that going to the basic. Basically, that's what it is. For all about music. So let me play your video. Then of course we'll talk after that. All right. So guys, here we go.
Oh, I think you're on mute.
Yes, I mute myself. Thank you so much. So, when you it's great to see the sitar. It looks so beautiful, and especially when you're playing, it looks even better. So, like if you can tell me, because I know there, let's say if you want to work anywhere, so you have to love that, wherever, like, whatever a job you're gonna do, you have to love your surrounding as well. But
Yes.
when you're playing sitar or guitar or keyboard, as an artist, what goes through your mind? Like how like of course you have to give respect to get to get respect back, right? I think that's how it's work.
Absolutely, right. For me, and I think that I've learned that from my dad. And right now, when now that I'm learning sitar, I'm learning even more about the whole concept of respect and music, and the deeper meaning of music, and in fact, the deeper meaning of each note. Right, and I think it's the importance and the connection between each note to the universe or to divinity. So I think there's definitely the whole concept about respect is there, especially because for me, music is a connection to God. For me, you can call it a zarya, or you can call it a communication, or a medium through which I communicate with the divine. And then I also feel that the divine uses this medium to communicate through me as well, right?
Yeah.
So there is that utmost respect as well. Now, there's also this thing, right? I mean, there's respect, but then at the same time, there's like, depending on what you're doing, like there's also fun in it, right? It's not all serious, but there is that fun aspect to it. But then there is that respect. But when I talk about the fun, it's like sometimes when I'm practicing, when I'm playing the sitar, right? My sitar teacher says, okay, here's the practice that you need to do, and he has an amazing description between what practice is and what riyaz is, and he explains it beautifully. He's also in his on his website. Now, I can at a high level explain the difference, but I would highly recommend everyone to watch his explanation because it's very in depth. And
Wow.
and the distinction between practice and riyaz is, let's say, in practice, this is when you are being very technical. So for example, I need to learn this particular sequence of notes. So I'm learning in a technical way, right? So I'm like figuring out what to do, and I'm trying to make it learn faster and increasing my speed and what have you. So that is the technical side of things, which is the practicing. Then riyaz is when you're not, it's like the way he explains it is, that is when you get out of the way. You're not doing it. You're not thinking about it. You're not, the consciousness is not there. Music is happening through you. That is when riyaz takes place. And I have noticed that when I used to play, when I play the keyboard, I've noticed that when I'm practicing something and I've figured it out, and then I'm playing faster, and then all of a sudden there's a moment when I'm not even thinking about what I'm playing, and then I'm just going on and on. I've also seen that happen with me when I'm playing the sitar. Like there was one point in time when there was a particular alankar that I was practicing, right? And it was really difficult. My fingers were hurting. It's a very difficult instrument to play, even from a group's perspective that I need to get. So as I was practicing, and I have to practice the same thing over and over again 100 times. And what I realized is after a certain amount of time, even the pain that I was feeling, the pain disappeared. And I was able to play the same thing in such a precise way. And it sounded so good that I lost myself in it. When you are not thinking about it, and when you're able to do that without thinking, that is that concept of riyaz. There's also this other definition of riyaz that he uses, which is the concept of riyaz, which is synonymous in some ways to sadhana, right? So sadhana, which is kind of like meditation, right? So this is like when you yourself, you're not being technical. So that is the concept of riyaz. So when I have my classes with him, I'm very particular in telling him, I did practice. I didn't do riyaz. So I'm very quite clear what it is that I'm doing.
Wow. So because I've noticed that you are using some Urdu Hindi, like Hindi word as well. So do you
Yes.
know Urdu Hindi like kind of fluently, or you just like whenever you need?
Bollywood movies देख कर मैंने सब सीखा. So थोड़ा अपुन का हो जाता है, थोड़ी उर्दू हो जाती है.
Yes.
It's a mix. It's a mix. Something what I've also kind of delved into is, some like I've so I think what you may have noticed is some of the songs that I've composed are in Hindi.
Yes.
But some of the words are in Urdu, I think, right? So I think like sometimes even I'm confused. Am I writing in Hindi or is it Urdu? So I think I'm mixing the two sometimes.
Yes.
But now I think I've kind of now that I've taken sitar, the sitar teacher has a school called Gurukul Canada. Within this Gurukul Canada, majority of them are in Vancouver, but they are around the globe as well. So he's created a WhatsApp group where the whole group kind of shares anything and everything classical music related. So the whole within that is just amazing. And then they also start sharing poetry. So my sitar teacher is also a poet. So he shares his own poetry. And I think watching that, reading that, and I think that in itself has kind of inspired the whole concept of the writing poetry, right? So I think now that has inspired a lot more on the seeing if I can write more in Urdu, and then I do my Google search. Okay, what's the tense, what it is, and
yeah. Wow. So like of course like whenever you just post any song, we just look at the video. Oh wow, so nice. But there is so much work goes behind the scene, like as you're saying, mashallah. So how do you get time? Because well, I'm sure this is just your kind of your hobby or your passion.
Yes.
But how do you get so you manage your time with your other professional job and everything?
When it comes to something that is a passion of yours, you will make time. You will steal time.
True. Very well said.
And that is what I have been able to do, especially like even through COVID. Like throughout the day when I have my meetings and my work, in between my meetings, what I've now done is I've put my sitar out here in the living room. I just leave it out here. Right? Before it used to be in a corner somewhere, and then I used to have to go there, but now it's just right there in front of me. So anytime I had that moment, I would steal that moment to practice. So I think that's one thing that I've realized. If there's something that you really, really love, that you really, really enjoy, you will make time for it. And so for me, this is it's just it is a passion. And the same thing with my keyboard as well, or same thing with singing. Right? I mean, sometimes when I'm playing, when I'm performing, I don't even realize that time has gone by.
Wow.
It is definitely a passion. Another thing that I was able to do initially, that the Gurukul students, one of the students started hosting early morning riyaz sessions. So this was they were in Vancouver, so 6:30 a.m. their time, 9:30 a.m. my time. So on weekdays, and it was a half an hour, but it was wonderful because they were just kind of it was just them and whoever wanted to join. Sitar teacher would join sometimes if possible to kind of observe, and sometimes to kind of teach us a new rag out of the blue, which was amazing as well. But otherwise, we would just be learning from each other and just following. So that was amazing as well.
Wow, mashallah. Kya baat hai. Let me play one more, one of your video games. Okay, let me play that one more song. Here you go, guys. Beautiful song by Zahira. Let me just play that.
Navroz Mubarak, Navroz Mubarak, sabko naya saal Mubarak, sabko Navroz Mubarak, Navroz Mubarak, Navroz Mubarak, sabko naya saal Mubarak, sabko Navroz Mubarak. Navroz Mubarak, O Naya Saal Mubarak, O Navroz Mubarak, Navroz Mubarak, O Navroz Mubarak, O Naya Saal Mubarak, O Navroz Mubarak, Naya Saal Mubarak, O Navroz Mubarak, O Naya Saal Mubarak, O Navroz Mubarak.
Wow, mashallah, kya baat. You know, every song looks so good right now. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Kya baat. You know, like our good friend Rahim Dulgir from watching from Vancouver, Zenat Molu is watching as well, Ram Jamal watching as well, and so many other people. Manisha Chopra, hello, yeah, all the way from UK. Thank you so much, everyone. Kya baat, mashallah. And Nisha Devani, our good friend and sister. So, you know, like Zahira, when you get so much love like the one you're getting right now, this is like this is nothing compared to what you get directly on your Facebook. So how like okay, how much like how do you feel about everything goes around you?
Um, as you can say, I am speechless. You see, what I would say is it's a blessing. I just feel that it's an overwhelmingly happy, inner, peaceful kind of feeling that I get. Because my ultimate goal when I compose or when I share my music, at the end of the day, is I compose because I want it to touch my heart first, right? So I know that it has to touch my heart first. I have to feel it. And then at the end of the day, my goal is that if I am able to touch even just one soul, and I think I would be blessed. And what I'm getting in return is a multitude of souls sharing and giving me, returning that love to me. And I think it's more than what I can ask for. So
Yeah.
absolutely, overwhelmingly grateful for this. Overwhelmingly grateful for the divine, to my parents, to 𝗏𝗵𝗃 Singh Mandji, because I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about music because I've never learned music. So I think this is my first time that I'm actually learning music in a formal way.
Mhm.
Definitely grateful to all the teachers that I've had along the way. And right now it's like I haven't had a teacher in a while because I've just always been now like lately I've been in the work and I've been the advisor. I've been like the teacher to the client and what have you, right? So for me, this is a different feeling to get back into the student mode, and it's a wonderful feeling to learn and absorb. And the moment that I started learning about sitar is when I realized, oh my God, I don't know much about music at all. I haven't even scratched the surface of music. And that's what
Wow.
classical music has kind of brought in me, right? I was like, oh my, it's just that humbleness to say, wow, Zahira, you think you knew music? You think you can compose and sing? But there's so much more to that. And I think I was like, I'm totally humbled to know what's out there. And the lifetime is not enough. Lifetime is definitely not enough.
Yes, yes, yes. So, guys, you guys are watching Coffee with Jalal. We are live on Facebook, YouTube as well. So you are watching either from my Facebook or Zahira's Facebook or Coffee Jalal page, or you are or watching on YouTube. YouTube. So please do subscribe my channel, and of course, Zahira, like Zahira's YouTube channel is there too. There as well. I subscribed this morning. Make sure you do as well. Find her, and you'll find all the videos there. Beautiful, beautiful. My God, it's just amazing, amazing. You've been blessed, Zahira. Seriously. Mashallah,
Thank you so much.
And like I said, I was kind of stalking you for last 2-3 days. So I'm gonna show you some pictures. So I'm gonna show you some pictures. So you tell me if you remember about that picture. Okay, let's have some fun now.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
there we go, guys. This is I do something on and off, but it's fun. Here we go.
Okay.
You remember? Hold. One second. Let me go back a little bit. It went too fast.
Yes.
Let me go back a little bit. Okay. Do you remember this picture?
Yes, absolutely. This was the first year that I played. Actually, no, this was our second year. Cricket. This was right before COVID. The year before COVID. So 3 years ago, I had started playing cricket. One of my friends had asked me to kind of say, hey, why don't you start playing cricket, because we're coaching the women's team. And I was like, cricket is so boring. I'm just like, it's like watching golf. Like, I was like, it's so not me. He's like, don't diss anything until you try it. So I went the first day and I just totally fell in love with the game, because in some ways, like, I used to play sports a lot. Like, for me, like volleyball and Danish rounders and what have you. Like, it's just like back home, I was known for sports and not music at all. It was just me and sports.
Oh, okay.
So for me, when I played this, I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of like a mix of like what I used to play, Danish rounders kind of thing. I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense, and I happened to be good at it. And then when they already had a team, one of the team members, Kalani and Sabah, and they kind of asked, hey, Zahira, do you want to join the team? And I was like, yep, absolutely, for sure, anytime, just take me in anytime. And I joined the team, and ever since we've been continuing to have part of the Ontario Warriors.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and we became this runner-up right before COVID. So hopefully after COVID we'll
yes, each other start again.
Up this time, yes.
Oh wow, good to know. Here we go, next one. Where is this picture from?
This is in Calgary. This is the Shukriya concert.
Oh,
yeah, the Shukriya concert I was talking to you about.
yeah.
So these were the youth there, and this was their, oh my God, yeah. So this was the outfit we all had, and these were just some of the individuals. There were more.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Okay, next time, whenever you come to Calgary, you have to give me 2 hours. I don't want a whole day. If you want, yeah, that's fine. But at least 2 hours. We'll do live radio show, as well as we'll record our 𝗃𝗵𝗹𝗃 with Jalal TV show as well.
Okay, done. Deal done.
Done? Okay, everyone is watching you. Okay, you are promised me. Okay.
After COVID, huh?
After COVID, yeah, after COVID. All right, next one. Okay, this one we already watched. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is Calgary, and this is your probably cricket team.
This is the team, exactly. So on the left, you'll see majority of the men. So this is the men's Ontario Warriors team, and then the women's Ontario Warriors team. And our coaches were three or four of them from there as well. So I see them. I mean, Kalani, Fayaz, and Ikwan, Alani. So yeah, three of them. They are our coaches.
Wow. Okay. Nice. When is this?
This was, I don't remember the year, but I would say maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This was at ICT. I was performing with 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗃, another amazing musician, composer. Yeah, and he played the keyboard. And we gel quite a bit because of our music styles, and our inspiration is 𝗟𝗏 both.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, we connect really well. Oh,
yeah, our 𝗪𝗶𝗁, 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗃, he commented earlier, you did perform at the ICT. So there we go.
Yes, ICT.
Yes. And this trophy.
You know what this was? This was in Ottawa. In Ottawa, my dad and his friends and I were invited to the Sai Baba Center in Ottawa. And in there, we were invited to recite and perform bhajans and devotional geets and devotional songs within that center. And when we performed, after that, they gave us this plaque, and I believe it said, "Love, Faith, and Hope."
Okay.
And what we've done is in Ottawa, in our home, my parents have posted it right at the entrance.
Nice, mashallah. Here we go. Okay, next one.
Wow.
The best ever.
Oh, my dream, yes. So this was a concert that took place in Toronto. I have attended almost every concert in Toronto since I moved here that had to do with 𝗟𝗏.
Uh-huh.
This one, there was an opportunity to go for the VIP tickets, to go backstage, to meet him. So this was
Mm-hmm.
me backstage meeting him, and this is when I had kind of secretly, well, actually not secretly, actually quite obviously in front of everyone, gave him my Shukriya CD.
Oh, mashallah. Kya baat hai.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I think he's the god for a lot of people. Like he's inspiration for a lot of people. Like the way he does his music, amazing. I love to meet him. Hopefully one day, inshallah, we'll meet him. Wow,
Yes.
what
And I think it's
beautiful.
music and his who he is as an individual, as a person in the
Yeah.
views and how he lives his life. I think it's inspirational for me.
Yes, mashallah. Okay. This is our
Memory.
sure memory. Yeah. So how do you feel like it's been half hour? How do you feel about it? Like, are you enjoying it? Your
I
first
am,
live show?
I am enjoying it. I was actually very nervous, and I was like telling my parents, I was like, okay, I need to have all my points ready. I need to get this ready, and I was like, wow, this is wonderful. So you are actually great at what you're doing. You're making your guests feel very welcomed and very it's been a wonderful experience. So thank you.
No, sure. No, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me play the video from our, the one we were talking yesterday about, like, from the future superstar,
Yes,
Muskan and Sarah Visram video, and then we'll talk few minutes about, after that. There
sure.
we go. Okay, let me play it. Let me set it up here. No, that's the next one.
If you work in a team, you should be using
Okay,
Monday.com.
give me a couple of
It's a
seconds there,
platform
guys.
to manage any team and any.
There we go. Let's enjoy their video.
Wow.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful video.
Wow.
What do
Indeed.
you want to say?
Wow. What I was so I watched this yesterday, and I watched it again, just over again. And I think for me, I was drawn to this, of course, because of the sitar itself, but also the fact that they were really enjoying while they were
Yes,
doing, right. So you could see that they were confident. There was communication between the two.
yes.
Their technique was really great. I saw them do the meend, which is not easy. They were able to do the meend, which is the bending of the note instead of playing it up.
Uh-huh.
They're bending it this way, and it's not easy, right? It's not
Yeah.
easy. Now, one thing I saw is I didn't see a tape on their finger, which was great because when I'm playing, I still
Mm.
somehow still feel like I need a tape on my finger. So I still need to figure things out on my own in terms of what's happening. But I think the whole performance was absolutely amazing. I think I was truly inspired to see youngsters and the youth focusing on the classical side of things. because that's something that I would tell myself. Like if I was younger, this is something that I would tell myself, learn classical. And that's the reason why I'm doing it right now, because I was like, if I want to tell someone, I was like, I need to do it on my own, right? Like in terms of, I want to practice what I preach kind of thing. So that's exactly what I feel like, because there's so much depth and so much breadth in Indian classical music that what I've realized is if you learn that, whether it is from an instrument perspective, a vocal perspective, tabla perspective, flute, if you learn Indian classical music, I personally feel that you will be able to take on any other genre. Like you will be able to sing any kind of other genres that come your way, because there is difficulty in there. There's a lot of things that you need to focus on in there. Lay, tal, you have to focus on what really happens in between the two notes, and that is the thing, right? Is how you do the mean, how do you do the bend, what kind of expressions that you do in terms of when you go from one note to the other. And from a tal perspective, what do you do between one note to the other note? And when do you play the note? When do you not play the note? Do you emphasize on one, and how much do you kind of not emphasize on the other? These are things that I'm now actually learning, because when I composed mine, for me, it was like whatever I felt was right, I did it. But now that I'm kind of learning with Sharanjitji, these are the things that he explains, right? In terms of when you're composing, when you're playing, focus on each note, but how loud should you play that note, and when should you not play that loud, and what have you. So there's a lot that comes with it. And watching these two girls, the Visram girls, I think it's just absolutely wonderful. It warms my heart to see. And yeah, definitely. So I think one advice that I would want to give to the youth is, personally, I would hope to see a lot more youth take up Indian classical music. Doesn't mean that you don't do the other stuff. You focus on it. If that is something that you enjoy, do that as well. But as a foundation, I think that's something that I would highly, highly recommend.
Yeah, Marsh. And let me invite you. Whenever we do our next one, we want you on board with us as a team member, if it's possible. Maybe some video message coming from you, some inspiration kind of message. I think it'll be great to have, especially from you.
Inshallah. Thank you.
All right. So so when Zahira not playing sitar, not playing any sports, what does she do, or what is she doing that time?
So if we're talking about work, work is I'm a technology strategy consultant. I work at Accenture. I've just transitioned into Accenture about a month ago. Prior to that, I was at a Big Four firm called PwC, or PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Yes.
Similar work, which was a technology strategy consultant there as well. And when I'm not working, I am focusing on music. And when I'm not doing my music, then I'm doing a lot of talking to my family in India. I am also, maybe I shouldn't say this here, because my sitar teacher is going to say, "Oh, so you were not doing your practice in Riyaz, but you were watching The Good Place." I started watching The Good Place, and I think it's a wonderful show. You have to focus a lot on ethics, and there's a whole concept of divinity and what have you. So I think it's Of course, we have our focusing on my faith as well. That is really important. That's something that I do. But yeah, I think over COVID, things have been really at a low. But I think music has taken up a lot of my time. One thing that I really wanted to do is really to someday take my sitar outdoors, and play sitar outdoors, right? Played in nature. That's something that I haven't been able to do. So I do a lot of walks. I go out and do a lot of walks here downtown Toronto. One thing is wonderful, like during COVID, the traffic had completely gone, right? So the traffic was gone. And as it was gone, I think I was actually, when I went for walks and what have you, I could actually hear the birds chirping. I could hear nature. It was so beautiful. And right along here where I am, like right downtown, there's a music. It's called the Music Garden, and it's been kind of developed or architected based on a particular musical composition by a classical musician, and it talks about how each of the area talks about, okay, this focuses on a particular beat because the trees are equal distant. Right? I was like, oh, right. So I kind of visit there a lot, and I practice a lot of my sitar there. I haven't taken my sitar there, so I think that's one of the things that, inshallah, I want to someday do.
Yeah. So if I put you on spot,
Yes.
do you remember or like which one is your best or like one of your favorite performance, either stage or like in front of someone special, like any like guru or something?
So I wouldn't say this is a performance. I would say this would be a recitation.
Mm-hmm.
This was the recitation of the Ginan Yali Khub Mijalis
Mm-hmm.
in Golden Jubilee in the
Mm-hmm.
Masjid of Hazar Imam
Oh, mashallah.
in Toronto. So I think that was so nothing can
No,
right?
no.
Words to that, right? So I think that was a blessing on top of yet another blessing, like from Shukriya, so that Golden Jubilee time was just an overwhelming blessing. I had auditioned in 2005. I hadn't gotten it, but I tried again, right? So I think one lesson that I've learned, and it has happened over and over again, is when you don't get something, it is definitely for the best because there's something better in store for you. And
Exactly.
so even for the youth, for some reason, if perchance, they don't get the opportunity they want, hang in there. Don't lose hope. Continue with your love that you have, because something better is in store for them.
Kya baat hai. Very well said. Very well said. I think there is a say of Hazrat Ali as well. Like I don't know the exactly word. Like
Yeah.
like an exact word. If you want something, you work hard for it.
Yes.
Still, if you don't get it, probably there is something special for you from upstairs. So don't lose your hope. Just hanging in there, like as I said.
And
There is some master plan there's a master plan for you. That's going to be even better for you. So
yes.
don't lose your hope. Beautiful,
Absolutely.
beautiful. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but yeah. So like what's the future for Zahira now? What do we expect something new from you? And because everyone will follow you now for sure. I know. So what's the future for you now?
So I think, as you may have seen, like Zahira is a very private person in general. Like,
Yes.
going into hiding, and then sometimes she comes back out again. So I think for me, the future is, I've been focusing a lot on my work. I'm really loving the work that I do. So I think it's a passion of mine. So that I'm focusing on that. Music is a passion of mine as well. So sitar is definitely coming down the horizon.
Yeah.
I haven't thought as far as what's really coming down the pipeline, because I think I'm still a very new student when it comes to sitar. So I think it's but inshallah something that's going to come down there. But I think for me, from a musical perspective, it's really, what am I feeling? What is driving me from an emotion perspective? And if something happens from an emotional perspective, and then you will be seeing something on my YouTube or Facebook page, and you will know that it's driven by emotion. I think it's really it's really that. But I think other than that, it's focusing a lot on my work and my sitar, and collaborating a lot with and practicing with my dad as well, and with when I go to Ottawa, it's just a great, it's amazing to kind of jam with the family. So I think it's focusing on that.
Yes. So we okay. So why don't we do this? I'm gonna play one more of your Dil Se Dua, then we'll finish our show. Is that okay?
Absolutely, yes.
So okay, guys, let's enjoy this beautiful dua. It's from Dil Se by Zahira.
जानू ना तुझे पहचानू ना तुझे देखा, ना तुझे मैंने पहले कभी, फिर भी मगर ये सब सुनकर मेरे दिल से दुआ है तेरे लिए खुदा, मेरे खुदा सुन ले जरा तू मेरी दुआ है खुदा, मेरे खुदा सुन ले जरा तो मेरी दुआ, रूह को खुशी मिले, रूह को सुकून मिले, हर पल तेरे नूर का दीदार भी मिले, रूह को खुशी मिले, रूह को सुकून मिले, हर पल तेरे नूर का दीदार भी मिले। Wide as the ocean, high as the heavens above, deep as the deepest sea, is my dear God's love. I'm not so worthy, still I'm a child of His care. For His word teaches me that His love reaches me everywhere. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, 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 Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या बन गई, इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या मैं बन गई, इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या मैं बन गई, दरियाए इश्क में बह इश्क में बहने चले और खतरा 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 इश्क बने इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या मैं बन गई इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या मैं बन गई खुशबुए इश्क में जीने चली मैं तो जीने चली मैं चली खुशबुए इश्क में जीने चली और फूल सी फूल सी फूल सी खिलने लगी इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या बन गई दरियाए इश्क तू ज़रियाए इश्क तू मन्नत इश्क तू जन्नत इश्क तू खुशबू इश्क तू रूबरू इश्क तू रूह इश्क तू नूर इश्क तू इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या मैं बन गई नूर 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 इश्क में फना होने चली मैं फना होने चली मैं दूर चली चली मैं दूर तक चली चली मैं पैदल चली चली तेरे प्यार में चली चली मैं अकेली चली चली मैं दूर चली चली तेरे प्यार में चली नूर इश्क में फना हुई और हीरा 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 से चमकने लगी इंतज़ारे इश्क में अब क्या से क्या मैं बन गई क्या से क्या मैं बन गई क्या से क्या
Wow.
Thank you.
Unbelievable, Zaira. I'm telling you, you've been blessed. आपकी आवाज माशाल्लाह, it's just going through the, our skin, seriously. Goosebump. Honestly, I'm not joking. So
Shukriya.
beautiful, so soothing, and the music, kya baat hai. Wow, wow, wow. Alhamdulillah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think this is one of my memorable shows, seriously. I'm not joking. And then, I'm just going to put some comments here
Yes.
from Shamira, mindfulness, Amazing, amazing. Okay, listening to your music background feels peaceful, soul. Kya baat.
Oh,
Natasha from New York. Wow, beautiful. Hussein Damji, our Mukisa from Montreal, just joined. Imran Budwani singing Zara-P. Kya baat. Tabasdas. It's just kept on going, and Rain Dalgir as well.
wonderful.
Seamless incorporation. Kya baat. Our Riz Kamra Sahab and Manisha like from UK. Definitely, you have been blessed. Kya.
Sure.
I don't know what to say. You know.
It's through me. I think that's all I can say. It's coming through.
Z Jafar, and आपकी आवाज माशाल्लाह Zahira, so beautiful, so soothing. I'm surprised. How come? I wish you make more music. If you need any help from me, I'm here for you
Oh,
24/7.
that's so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And now I discover you on my channel now. I'll be playing your songs on and off on my shows. I think people needs to know about you. Seriously, it's so beautiful, so amazing. You write, you compose everything by yourself, eh? Or videography. Who does a video for you? Beautiful videos you have.
I have been doing them on my own. Yeah, I think it's so it does take a so it does take a lot coming up with the music and the composition and the writing and then eventually putting things together. But I think it's something that I enjoy doing, and for me it's a learning experience as well, right? I'm learning to do something new, so I'm able to do something new. Inshallah, someday it would be great to get it done professionally. And I think, but then the way that I think is, at least now I know what it takes. Then I communicate to the profession to say, this is the end result vision that I'm kind of looking forward to. So inshallah, someday there will come a time when I'm not going to be doing the whole thing, but I think right now it's just I'm using that as a learning experience for me to kind of learn as much as I can.
Yeah. So just my last question, before we finish, since the pandemic started, you see like a lot of our brothers sisters around the world, they are performing online. Do you enjoy that? What do you feel? As your personal thought about it?
Absolutely, I do. I know that my family does. I know that my parents do. They're looking forward to these kind of shows, and they watch them. In fact, I also had the opportunity during the pandemic to perform for the senior members of our Jamaat for the Dhun program. Right? So I think that opportunity in itself, it's a blessing for me as well, because I was able to share my love for music, and in turn they were entertained. So I think that was a blessing. So absolutely, I know that the first thing that people resorted to when this happened was music. How can we entertain people, right? So the whole concept of music is really important. It's in everyone. It's in every single person. It's in everyone's lives. In some people, it's a lot more. In others, it happens to be there in spurts. But I think COVID has definitely made everyone realize the importance of the arts, the whole world, the whole concept about arts, music, entertainment, and mindfulness, right? I think music is a way for mindfulness as well. So it's really, yeah, absolutely. I think these kind of shows definitely are important.
And Rain Dalgir from Vancouver said, Jalal getting emotional, don't see that out. Yeah, you got that, Rahima. Yeah, I'm into it. Seriously, giving me goosebumps. And speaking of Sukun program, our lot of people who's been to this show, they've been performing all around, like 24/7 for our senior. This is, congratulations to everyone. Nevin John performing tonight. I think that's Sukun as well. And Sophistics and Bashir Somani for performing for our Northwest Jamaat kind of group in Calgary, like Rishma Robert, like Rishma Manjiji. So that's her. And there's a program tomorrow as well, Tariq from Roslyn Bapu. So there are so many program shows are going on either tonight and tomorrow. Hopefully everyone will join and just support them. And last question. Sorry, I lied earlier. Do you know Riz Jadavji?
Absolutely, from Toronto. Yes, 𝗪𝗶 Sahib. How can I not know him?
Okay, why is that? How do you know him?
I know him from, if I'm not mistaken, I know him from some of the performances that I did at York Mills Jamaat Khana.
Yeah, Kitchener, York Mills.
Oh yes, you're right. Kitchener Jamaat Khana, yes. Because he was.
Yeah. Okay.
Was he 𝗪𝗶 Sahib at that time?
Oh, 𝗵𝗵 Sahib, yeah.
𝗵𝗵 Sahib at that time. Yes. Oh my God, yes. That was a while back.
Okay, I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh my
Riz Kamra.
Yaliwat.
How are you doing?
Good, good. Shukr, such a lovely show. Actually, I've been reading the comments. We've been commenting.
Yes.
We saw Jalal get emotional a little bit there. I have to say, you have such a huge following. It's so nice to see. You're such a humbling artist. Everybody watches you. I mean, and
Yes.
we go back to the days of, the Happy Birthday song and Navroz Mubarak and all these. And, I think I noted in the comments too, a special shout out during the Jubilee Arts Film Festival. I mean, the earrings, right? I mean, who can forget that? So I think the combination of everything that you've done, of course, like the family itself has a musical background. So it's so great. I always look forward, whether there's a birthday in the family or something, a nice video to come from Zahira. It's really nice. Yeah. And actually, so you did perform for us at 𝗃𝗵𝗹𝗄𝗏 during one of the Eids. I think it was during the afternoons or something. So we go back. It's great. I know my son Liam always watches your stuff. So,
I'm inspired by him. His voice, his singing, and I've seen him from the youth and where he is at right now. My God, definitely an inspiration.
Shukr. No, you've been an inspiration to all the youth. I think there's a lot of artists here who really look up to you. And I mean, throughout the Jubilees, and inshallah, we look forward to the Platinum Jubilee. I'm pretty sure you're penning something already for that. So
my sister reminded me,
that's right.
Down the road. So no last minute new things kind of like, okay.
That's right. Yeah. No, it's good. I think, obviously with, Jalal bhai, with your platform here, you've brought so many great people on board, and I think Zahira here is one of the greats, I have to say.
Yes, no doubt.
And I think she deserves a mug. She's not too far from me, so if I can get one, she should be getting a Coffee with Jalal mug soon too.
Oh, thank you so much. And I think I'm
very nice.
Really honored to be on the show, and I think I'm one of the things that I'm really impressed with, and thanks to you, Jalalji, it's really the platform that you have created, right? Because not everyone has the opportunity.
That's right.
And I think what you've done is you've level set that foundation, the opportunity. Whoever wants to and has that passion, you've created that opportunity. So it's wonderful. It's a great thing that you're doing. Wonderful.
Shukr. I think it's not possible, without people like you, artists, and of course, Riz bhai with me, shoulder to shoulder. It's great to see everyone, wants to come. I think this is my honor, But there's a kind of waiting time because it's only one show per week, so it takes time, to get everyone on board. But I'm trying my best. But no, Shukr. I think I don't I think it's all it's all about giving. I think it's all about giving because I'll get my share if I do my part. I know that.
That's right.
So I think it's coming on automatically. I can see in my community, in my kids, in my family, I can see that. So it's all blessings. All of us are together in this, and we are trying our best, to promote everyone, to help everyone. That's how it goes. I think and we do our best. We try to do our best. Shukr.
Yeah, we try. I mean, anytime there's a new Sitar release or anything, we try to share it on the Diamond Jubilee page, so you get some great global.
Thank you so much. It's great. You guys do that. Yes, thank you so much.
Shukr. Very good. Keep it up, and we actually look forward to listening to more and more from you. So I think that's something we have to look forward to. So keep it up.
And that in itself is an inspiration for me, right? It's to know that it is being touched by others. So I think it's definitely an inspiration. So thank you.
Very good. All right, good. Well, thanks for having me, Jalal bhai. I know I'm not Deepika.
Don't remind me that again.
Jalaluddin.
Oh my God. I love that.
Oh, you know that, huh?
I said I love that.
Yeah. Thank you, Rizba. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for the surprise.
All right, let's see you later. Thanks.
Yeah. One and only Riz Kamra said, thank you so much. So Zahira, what do you want to say? How was the show today? Did you enjoy? I know I said half hour, 40 minutes, but it's more than an hour now. So sorry about that, but we just, going with the flow. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
I would say it's been a wonderful experience. I was not expecting to talk this much as well. As you know, that I'm more of a private kind of person. But I think it's such a lovely, fun time. And I think a lot of things. One thing that I really enjoyed are your types of questions that you asked and the surprises
Oh.
that you gave me, and I think and looking at the youth as well, right?
Yeah.
Introducing the youth in terms of where they're at, and seeing them on the following their passion and focusing on the classical side. I think that really touched my heart. I think that was something that I was really, really passionate about. I'm hoping to see a lot more youth focusing on the Indian classical side of things, but focusing on their passion in general as well.
Yeah, that's right. And as I announced, last time when we did our last Sunday, like our number 4. So our next event is going to be Future Superstar Global Youth Artist. We're gonna open it. We're gonna open it for all the communities, because I was getting a lot of messages from our Pakistani friends, Indian friends, from our from other countries. They want to be part of the show. So we just gonna open it for all. It's gonna be global youth artists. Anyone, of course, from our Somali community, they'll be there.
Yes.
But anyone from anywhere in the world, they can be part of this virtual show, and we'll need your help for that for sure. And you are on board with us already. Done.
Count me in. Count me in. Yes, absolutely.
So thank you so much, Zahira. It's been a long time coming for me, and your voice, mashallah, Mara give you lots of soothness in your voice. You're just amazing, and the way you talk, mashallah, I think everyone should learn. It's so peaceful, like down to earth. You can feel it in your voice.
We should talk to my parents and see what they say.
yeah. But I think the way you present yourself, I think that count as well. Like, because I'm learning right now from you, and I think a lot of kids will learn from you as well. So God bless you. Stay safe and stay healthy. Say hi to your family and stay shining. And inshallah, whenever you do your next song, we can release on Coffee with Jalal if possible.
Wonderful.
I think we can have a big show. I think that'll be great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And thank you for this opportunity.
Yes. Thank you so much. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Thank you.
And bye, everyone as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. One and only Zahira Dalwani from Ottawa, Ontario, and 𝗃𝗵𝗹𝗃, mashallah. I think she has a lot to give, and hopefully, I think, as she said, she'll be doing a lot of music, and we'll be sharing here everywhere as well. Nisha Devani, are you available, Nisha? I love to have you on board here because I want to talk to you. Hold on, let me send you the link here. You know what? Why don't we enjoy one more song by the time from Zahira, and hopefully Nisha Devani will join us because I had something in my mind, and वो पता ना अभी बूढ़ा हो गया निकल गया दिमाग से. Let me play a song from Zahira, and then hopefully she can join us by the time. There we go. Navroz will be big. Yeah, Eid Mubarak song from Zahira. There we go. I think it's a beautiful song. Okay, let's enjoy. There we go.
Eid Mubarak tumko, Eid Mubarak sabko, Eid Mubarak sari duniya ko, Eid Mubarak. Mubarak, Eid Mubarak tumko, Eid Mubarak sabko, Eid Mubarak sari duniya ko, Eid Mubarak, Mubarak. Eid ka chand nazar aaya, सबने खुदा को याद किया, हाथों को जोड़कर दुआ मांग सर झुकाया सजदा किया. ईद का चांद नजर आया, सबने खुदा को याद किया, हाथों को जोड़कर दुआ मांग सर झुकाया और सजदा किया. चलो चलो दूर से जश्न मनाए, ईद का दिन हम मनाए, सबको माफ कर दे दूर से सबसे हम माफी मांग करते रहे. ईद मुबारक तुमको, ईद मुबारक सबको, ईद मुबारक सारी दुनिया को, ईद मुबारक मुबारक, ईद मुबारक तुमको, ईद मुबारक सबको, ईद मुबारक सारी दुनिया को, ईद मुबारक मुबारक. रोशनी है, सबके चेहरे पे खुशी है, सबके दिल में आशा है, सबके घर में रोशनी है, ईद का चांद की रोशनी है। चलो 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 हे चलो, हम दूर से जश्न मनाए, ईद का दिन हम मनाए, सबको माफ कर दे, दूर से सबसे हम माफी मांग कर कह दे, ईद मुबारक तुमको, ईद मुबारक सबको, ईद मुबारक सारी दुनिया को, ईद मुबारक मुबारक, ईद मुबारक तुमको, ईद मुबारक सबको, ईद मुबारक सारी दुनिया को, ईद मुबारक मुबारक, ईद मुबारक तुमको, ईद मुबारक सबको, ईद मुबारक सारी दुनिया को, ईद मुबारक मुबारक।
Beautiful, beautiful Eid Mubarak song by Zahira. Kya baat hai. And Anil Premji, if you're here right now, okay, check your WhatsApp, please. Anil Premji, check your WhatsApp. And Mukisab Damji, if you're still here, please check your WhatsApp right now. आपका जो प्रोग्राम कैसा लगा आपको? I think one of my memorable show. Mashallah, she's been gifted beautiful voice, and the way she does all her all her videos and lyrics. Mashallah, I think finally, I think a lot of us now discovered her today. Like we know more about her now. The about her school age, or her when she was growing up. She's been blessed. She's been a beautiful soul, you can tell. She's been to Calgary. I didn't know because I wasn't in the business that time. This business, but definitely, inshallah, whenever she comes, so she'll be on the show. I'll get her in somehow, or make something happen. So then she can come and join, either on my 𝗃𝗵𝗹𝗃 TV show or the live radio show. And Tapas Das, he's still up in New Delhi, India. Thank you so much, Tapas Bhai. Imran Budwani, love you, bye, for all you do, man. Thank you so much for all the sharing. And of course, Nisha Devani, she shared yesterday. She's been sharing in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. You're the best. And then we have Adelina as well, Shamira as well, Sonia as well, Alashi Jan Mahmood all the way from London, UK. Thank you so much, Mavis as well, Anil Premji as well, like I said, Shenaz as well, Karima Kara, Rishma Manji, Hussein Devani, Hussein Damji, not Devani, duh, and Karima Kara from Calgary as well. Then Manisha Chopra from London, UK. अगर मैं किसी का नाम भूल जाऊं तो please माफ कर देना. Z Jafar as well. People who commented, I can see their names. अगर आपने comment नहीं किया है तो आप किसका वेट कर रहे हो यार? Comment कर लो, at least I can see your name. Zinat Molu as well, Nam Jamal as well, Sonia Harsborough as well from Calgary, Rahim Dilgir as well, of course Riz Yadav ji. It was good surprise for all of us, and so many other people as well. So yes, it is. Wow, Shamira, beautiful, beautiful. So अगर आपने जो है मुझे फॉलो नहीं किया अभी तक YouTube में, so please do so. And आप सबकी दुआओं से, so it's been crossed more than 35,000 now, my subscriber. So आप मुझे subscribe कर लो, because all the past shows are there. Like all the past show you can go and watch again and again and again. And जो आज का show है वो भी वहाँ पे अपने YouTube पे होगा. And Nisha Devani, she says, Jalal, I was blown away with Zahira's talent. Yes, no doubt. Seriously, I am blown away completely. I didn't know she's that good, mashallah. I think she is kind of the hidden gem from our community. It was great. It was nice of her to accept my invitation. And wow, what a beautiful, beautiful. Adelina, thank you so much for watching as well. Then we had Natasha as well from New York. Thank you, Imran Bhai. Thank you so much, yeah, Bhaijan. And यहाँ पे there are few shows already lined up. Next Sunday, we're gonna release one of the Khushali song. Next Sunday, there's gonna be 11 July, so it's gonna be Khushali show. It's going to be only one, just a one song, and then the week after 18th. So I won't have any show because if you know Calgary, so we have a Calgary Stampede in Calgary for next 10 days from July 9th to July 18th. So my work will be busy. So no show on the July 18th. Then after that, we have a great shows lined up already, all the way till August. There's going to be some big, like beautiful shows. I don't want to disclose anything right now, but great shows are coming, and we'll be live on Facebook as well as YouTube. The people who are watching on my Coffee with Jalal page, so please do subscribe. And I think 𝗪𝗶𝗵𝗃𝗃 is out right now, so I was like hoping for he can connect. Thank you, Jalal, for kind words. You are the best host. North America. Thank you so much. Don't tell anyone. I'm just kidding. Tapasdas, thank you so much. Sakun Wara. So आज रात को नवीन जान live. So guys, so I'll be sharing on my Facebook groups, which is Entertainment Canada and Coffee Jalal page. So please, let's cheer for the Naveen Jan. And we have our good friend Bashir Somani and Sophistics. They are live in the Northwest Jamaat Khana Calgary group. So I'll be sharing that as well. So hopefully you guys can watch, like in and out from all the shows. And then, inshallah, we'll see you on Tuesday when we have a Salam Namaste Calgary. So our Kalka Din 4th of July. So that's Independence Day for the US, our friends in US. So happy Independence Day and enjoy your day off. And so I'll be out tomorrow. My son is leaving next week, so I'll be out again, hopefully out of town tomorrow somewhere. So we'll be sharing the pictures. And hopefully you guys, if I go live, you can join us live. Thank you so much, everyone. Zinat Molu as well. She joined us as well. And apna bahut zyada ख्याल रखेगा. Do subscribe my channel, YouTube channel under Coffee Jalal Jalal. Until then, Khuda Hafiz, Sat Sri Akal, Adab, and Ya Ali Madad.
Subscribe to our official YouTube channel and stay updated.